So this is a historic day. Never before have so many online journalists and influencers, and that's exactly what you are. You're journalists and you're influencers, come together in this building to discuss the future of social media. Each of you is fulfilling a vital role in our nation. You're challenging the media gatekeepers and the corporate censors to bring the facts straight to the American people, and that's what you're doing. You're going right to the people. Possibly we wouldn't be here right now. I asked somebody, what do you think I'd do without social media? Would I be here? Because I said, I think so. But they weren't so sure. I have to say that, you know that. I'm not sure I believe that, but I have to say it. But you communicate directly with our citizens without having to go through the fake news filter. It's very simple. Together you reach more people than any television broadcast network by far, not even close. And some of you are extraordinary. I can't say everybody, but some of you are extraordinary. The crap you think of is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway. But with amazing creativity and determination, you're bypassing the corrupt establishment, and it is corrupt, and you're bypassing the very, very corrupt media, which not all of it is, but much of it is, far greater percentages than anyone would understand. As the cameras start to go off, they go the red lights, look, boom. I can always tell. Like when I talk about, and I'll be in the stadium, the red lights will roll on, everyone's got. And then we start talking about, like, the media, how dishonest it is, how corrupt it is, how fake it is. And you see lights going off. The lights immediately go off. And usually they don't come back. They say, this guy's impossible. Now, by the way, the worst fakers of all are using fake news. I saw the other day on CNN, total fakes. I see on CNN, they go, fake news media has reported. No, they're fake news media. They've turned it around. And you say, that's the collusion. It's a collusion between the Democrats and the media and social media and these platforms. It's a disgraceful thing. But I want to just say, because you people have a lot of courage, to each and every one of you, I say thank you very much. On behalf of a nation, thank you very much. It's very important what you're doing. You're getting, in many cases, the honest word out. Not in all cases, but in many cases. When historians look back at this time, they will see that many of the biggest news stories of our era were broken up by citizens. So when the historians look back, they're going to see something very important took place right here before today. It started taking place a number of years ago. And it's something that nobody ever thought would happen. Free speech is a bedrock of American life. Our constitutional rights must be fiercely protected. And I want you to know that we will always have your back. We're fighting for you very hard. We're going to be calling a big meeting of the companies in a week or two. They have to be here. So one of the advantages of being president is when you ask for a meeting, you get it, generally. I don't know. I can't think of too many I haven't gotten. And you say, I'd like to see you in the Oval Office, or you have somebody call Oval Office. I've been with all of these people at the highest level, one-on-one, just recently with Google, just recently with Twitter, the top, all right? And you talk to them and you swear they're like your best friend. Oh, sir, no, we believe in freedom of speech. Oh, yes, absolutely. And we go out, he says, who said that? Must come from Queens. So it's very interesting to see that, and the level of, you look at them, the sincerity, and I say, that's fantastic, and they'll leave, and then I'll realize 3-4 weeks later it's worse. It actually got worse. I said, what's going on? No, it never did that before. It goes up, and then they take it down, then it goes up. I'd never had that. Does anyone know what I'm talking about with this? I never had that before. I used to watch it. It'd be like a rocket ship when I put out a beauty. Like when I said, remember I said somebody was spying on me? That thing was like a rocket. I get a call two minutes later. Did you say that? I said, yeah, I said that. Well, it's exploding. It's exploding. I turned out to be right. We turn out to be right about a lot of things. But so they're playing with a lot of minds, and they're playing unfairly. And the funny thing is that in theory, they shouldn't be liking the other side. They shouldn't be liking the other side. They should be really liking our side, because we're the ones that want freedom. And I'll say this, the election that's coming up is, I think, and we talked 2016, and I would say maybe that's the most important, and certainly I said it, but what we're really fighting for, there has never been a difference of this candidate, our candidate, your candidate, against whoever it may be. There will never be anything like that, hopefully again, because what they're looking at is pure socialism, or worse than socialism. There's a word called communism, too. There's a word called, they don't like to use it. Very rarely do you hear that. But there's a word called communism, and they're trying to get socialism over the line. But these people this is beyond socialism to a large extent. And I think that we're going to have a tremendous success. So I'm not going to allow, and Josh and all of us, we're just not going to allow it to happen like this. We're not going to be silenced. 2 months ago, we created a new White House tool to report social media bias, censorship, and discrimination. We saw you folks being taken off, and we fought on all of you, and many of you are back now. But many of the names, I won't mention your names, but some of you were taken off for absolutely no reason. I mean, in all fairness, some of you I could almost understand. I mean, some of you guys are out there. But even you should have a voice. But some of you deserve. Some of you. I mean, it's genius, but it's bad. They don't like me too much. They wanted a big extension. They used Arnold Schwarzenegger instead. Big movie star. You know what? He died. I was there 12 years, 14 seasons, and then they pick a movie actor and he dies on us. I own that with Mark Burnett and some people, and they said, would you rather have him had been like this tremendous, massive success, you own it so you benefit financially, or would you rather have him die so that you say you did it for 14 seasons, 12 years? I said, I think I'd rather have him die at it. That means you don't need the money. I'd rather have him die at it. Anyway,